Good afternoon, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here on behalf of our community to break ground on an important regional transportation project for Northfield and our surrounding communities. Save the Northfield Depot, Hiawatha Land Transit, the City of Northfield, and the Minnesota Department of Transportation have been working since the early 2000s. Can I just say that again? The early 2000s, it is 2024, so that's 24 years, to complete a transit hub station that would serve as a regional hub for employment in our area from Lakeville and Apple Valley to our north, Cannon Falls and Lonsdale to the east and west, and Faribault to our south. Northfield is surrounded by strong industrial centers in all of these communities. And similarly, we are all feeling the pain of an affordable housing crunch and a decline in the number of available workers for all of our businesses. This regional transit hub will provide reliable transportation options for our shared workforce. Northfield is home. Okay, my boys would love that sound, but hey. All right, Northfield is home to 2 world-class colleges with 5,000 students who hail from over 43 different states and 57 countries. One of the college's key strengths is their ability to connect their students with businesses in the Twin Cities metro area for internships, networking opportunities, and future employment. Additionally, they employ more than 1,500 employees, many living in the Northfield area, but many commuting from the Twin Cities and Southern Metro. Having dependable transportation options available to attract the best workforce and get their students from point A to point B is essential to their long-term success. The Transit Hub will provide multimodal opportunities including bus, bike, pedestrian, and potentially rail located where people live and work, right in the heart of Northfield, not a remote park and ride. By increasing transit options and the connection to our downtown, we anticipate less car usage, which will help decrease our carbon footprint. The city received $1.75 million in state bonding funds for the regional transit hub located right here where we stand. It will provide needed bathrooms, an outdoor pavilion, waiting area, an indoor waiting area beneficial on frigid days and more recently on rainy ones. The architectural design was inspired by the original building plans for a pavilion and baggage house. The facility will meet state and city sustainability guidelines for supporting our climate action goals. This location can also accommodate a future passenger rail line. The federal and state designated regional passenger rail line plan connects, or more accurately reconnects, our communities to the Twin Cities to the north, south to Austin, Minnesota, and then continuing even further south to Kansas City. This statewide passenger rail proposed by the state will be a benefit to Minnesota's colleges and universities. The regional corridors proposed by MnDOT connect over 90% of Minnesota's post-secondary institutions, which is a total student population of 480,000 students. Amazing. The transit hub is strategically located in the central part of the surrounding Northfield area, just off 2 major north-south highway corridors. The close proximity to major employment and destinations in downtown Northfield make this an ideal location. This project will likely be a catalyst for redevelopment. Our dedicated city staff have been building relationships with our local businesses and developers to seek investment along the highway corridor to make this area vibrant and connected to our downtown. The project also includes added safety enhancements at the railroad crossing on 2nd Street to create the foundation for a railroad quiet zone through the city of Northfield. A railroad quiet zone is a section of a rail line with one or more consecutive public highway rail grade crossings where train horns are not, can I just say not, routinely sounded. Less train noise will benefit the quality of life for residents and visitors, including those staying in nearby hotels looking for a restful night of sleep. The Highway 19 project is planned to include the final segment with a resurfacing project to be completed between 2027 to 2030. I am so excited for this moment. We are improving transportation options for our Northfield community and regional workforce that is convenient, affordable, dependable, and sustainable. I look forward to the fall when this transit hub building opens for operation. Thank you so much to our partners and our volunteers for your work on this important local and regional project.
On behalf of Save the Northfield Board and all the donors who donated time and funding to the support of the Depot project, I can say that this event is extremely exciting and gratifying to us. It completes the 2010 community vision of a multi-use site that included a transit hub. When the depot was scheduled for demolition, we held several community meetings in 2010 to answer 3 questions. Is the depot worth saving? And if so, where should it be located? It had to be moved or it was going to be demolished. And for what use? Later, we held several focus groups about the use, one of which was for transportation providers and users. Transportation became a heightened interest about that time when the serious issues were identified with the then proposed location of a transit hub. In our fundraising for the depot, we often heard questions and comments from businesses and industries about the transportation difficulties that their employees encountered. Now, beside transportation, the public also had many additional uses in mind for the depot in the area. The subsequent general idea of trying to accommodate a variety of uses was inspired by a Milwaukee Road 1918 plan of adding a pavilion between the original 1888 depot and a new baggage building. That's an interesting story that we have put inside for you to read. Steve Edwins, our architect, and Chip Demand, also on the board, had those original 1918 blueprints because Chip had owned the depot briefly at one point. The 3-part complex concept to address the community's priority uses was the focus of the subsequent design charrette with 80 community stakeholders facilitated by 4 architects. It was a long but productive day. As you know, the product was a 3-part complex on vacant land that the city owned. Today we're celebrating the fruition of that vision, a community asset that will provide a breadth of support for the community's social and business needs through, first, the transit hub, providing an inviting, multimodal, centrally located, easily accessed site. Secondly, the depot for meetings, a variety of arts and private and public social events, tourism, and, as you heard, possible passenger rail. And lastly, a pavilion for multiple public space use. We want to express our gratitude to the city staff and city government and units and all who were involved in following through with that to complete that vision of the community asset. I thank you, but I want to add that we invite you to visit the depot inside. We have some special exhibits today for you, including the story behind the 1918 plan. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I would like to thank the City of Northfield for the opportunity to participate in today's event and for being able to assist with this project. Three Rivers Community Action and Hiawatha Land Transit are excited for the transit hub and the benefits it will have for the residents in Northfield and for the surrounding communities. Upon completion, we will be utilizing the transit hub as a transfer location for our buses, which will complement the service that we provide. We look forward to the opportunities that this will create and the connectivity options that will be available. Within the city of Northfield, we offer two routes, a dial-a-ride, an express route for the colleges, and the Faribault Northfield Connect route, and are looking at incorporating additional connecting routes to surrounding communities. This year alone, just through the end of April, we have already provided over 34,000 rides within the community of Northfield. And the addition, to take a minute to check out the bus that we have available here today. You're welcome to go in and around, and anyone that is interested, we also have some tokens that we would love to give you so that you can ride the routes or the dial-a-ride and see what everybody's missing. So we hope to catch you on the bus.
Thanks, Diane. And thank you guys all for being here as well. Mine's going to do the same thing. I'm not complaining. It feels good. Thank you for joining us as we break ground on a project that could transform Northfield, the construction of a new transit hub. My name is Jane Bartho, and I'm president of the Northfield Area Chamber of Commerce and Tourism, and I'm honored to be here to watch the groundbreaking of this hub. The hub's not just a structure. I think it represents growth, opportunity, and enhanced future for our community. From a business perspective, the transit hub is a game changer. It will attract new businesses and support existing ones, fostering an environment where commerce can thrive. Increased accessibility will draw tourists to our beautiful town, which was named one of the best places to live by money.com for 2024. You're going to hear that a lot from me this year. Boosting our local economy and showcasing Northfield's charm, hospitality to a broader audience. This project is expected to spur new economic development, making the east side of Highway 3 a vibrant economic corridor, creating jobs and driving growth. As Mayor Parnell said, this project holds regional and statewide significance. Hiawatha Land Transit has identified the station as a key priority in increasing ridership. Northfield Line Bus Company could use the transportation hub in their daily routes to the Twin Cities, and future service with Minnesota Valley Transit Authority would create commuter bus options. There we go. This site has also been identified for future passenger rail and the site's planning considerations and its design. The rail system has a rich history in our town, dating back to the first trains when they connected Northfield to the rest of the country. And today we honor the legacy as we pave the way for the future, where modern transportation options make Northfield an even more connected and accessible community. As a regional transportation hub for major employment, Northfield is poised to become a regional center and a focal point for local redevelopment. We owe a great thank you to the Save the Depot team, its board, and its volunteers, whose efforts and dedication have been instrumental at saving the depot and making this vision a reality. So thank you for that incredible contribution. We look forward to the bright future this transit hub will bring. So with that, Christy, I saw you coming. Christy Purcell.
Thanks, Jane. Thank you, everyone, for being here. My name is Christy Purcell. I'm your state representative from District 58A. Sorry if you can't see me. It's been said, the many, many thanks given, but it's worth saying again. Thank you to Save the Northfield Depot. Thank you to the city staff and I was not the representative who had my name on the bill to secure that $1.75 million, but taxpayers across the state of Minnesota supporting this project, hopefully using the system to come and visit our community if they're not lucky enough to live here already. But especially, and there's just dozens and dozens, probably hundreds or thousands of people who made this happen over the decades. And I want to just, the two words that were coming to my mind listening to all these wonderful speakers is forethought and fortitude. And it really is the combination of those two things. You can't just have a vision and hope somebody else will take care of that. And so the fortitude and the forethought that has gone into this project, how gratifying that we all get to be here today and benefit from all of the work and the groundwork that was laid by people who aren't here, and hopefully the people in the future who will carry this project forward. So on behalf of the state of Minnesota, we're very pleased to be able to support this project, and just thank you to all the folks who aren't up here but who played pivotal roles in getting this done. So, and thank you all for being here.
All right, can we have all of our city staff that are here? Can you just step forward? Come on. Our city staff are doing amazing work for our community. And oftentimes people don't know or understand what the engine looks like behind the scenes. Well, they are the engine behind the scenes that make the vehicle move forward. And we couldn't do this. This project wouldn't happen without all of you. So I just want to take a time here, just say thank you. Your service is really important to all of us, to our community. So thank you again.